everyone. Welcome to NVIDIA GTC Studio. My name's Tiffany Janzen, and today I'm joined by Chelsie Czop from Google Cloud. Chelsie, how are you?
Good. Thanks for having me today. This is fantastic.
Thank you for being here. I mean, I don't know about you, but the energy in this room...
It is incredible. There's nothing like it. If you're on the floor, being able to look out and the music's going, people are talking, everybody's looking around. It's great.
It's so great. It's so exciting. Speaking of exciting things, Google Cloud had some really exciting announcements this week. But before we get there, I want to hear a little bit more about your role at Google Cloud.
Of course. I'm Chelsie. I'm a product manager on our Google Cloud GPUs. So I sit across the portfolio from the hardware all the way up through Vertex.
I love that. You get to really see a bit of everything.
Exactly. The best part is getting to see what our customers are able to do with the technology and how hopefully it makes their lives easier.
Google Cloud made some big announcements this week at GTC. Can you share some of them with me?
Of course. One of the ones I'm most excited about is we have fractional GPUs on our G4 VMs, which is powered by NVIDIA RTX 6000 Server Pro Edition. So this enables customers to be able to get the hardware and the amount of GPU that they need when and where they need it. So they're able to get down from a fourth of a slice of a GPU all the way up to the entire machine. So that flexibility really helps you optimize what you need for your workload.
I love that. That keyword, flexibility, when they need it. You know, if they need less at times, but then other times maybe they need to ramp up, but they don't have to commit to a certain amount.
Exactly. I mean, we're all here about optimizing, and that's what that one's about. Going up the stack, we have NVIDIA Dynamo is able to work with our GKE inference gateway. So we really work with NVIDIA from the hardware capabilities all the way up through like Vertex AI training, bringing new capabilities in, and being able to run, say, like NVIDIA Nemo on Vertex, just so that you're able to do exactly what you need across the stack. So anything that you want to do with NVIDIA, you can do across the stack on Google Cloud.
That's very exciting. Now, Google Cloud really has some unique advantages when it comes to GPU power AI infrastructure. Can you share with me a bit more about that?
We've been working with NVIDIA for over a decade now. So, for example, when we came out with A4X, which is NVIDIA GB200 NVL72, this was the first time that we got to bring our advanced liquid cooling to the system to be able to power everything. Our third generation liquid cooling coupled with NVIDIA's best Grace Blackwell systems really makes it incredible. So one of the other new announcements is that you're able to use the A4X Max or GB200 NVL72 with Vertex AI training. So that way you're able to just not have to manage everything, and you can just plug and play what model you want on Vertex, and it'll work for your system.
I really sense a theme through these announcements that you're sharing, which, if I had to sum it up in one word, would be flexibility. Is that fair to say?
I think that's fair to say. That's a good one.
Well, I love it, because that's what everyone, or the conversations I'm hearing anyways, they're looking for, especially in today's landscape where things are moving and changing so quickly.
Exactly. You don't know what's going to come next, and you don't know, you need to future-proof your systems, and that's important when you need to be able to prepare for what's next because you're building the future.
You know, speaking a bit about flexibility and value that your customers are getting, what is some value for your customers to the users through NVIDIA and Google Cloud partnership?
That's a good question. So I was just mentioning how you're able to use GB200 NVL72 or A4X Max VM domains on Vertex AI. Salesforce was able to use this to be able to deploy their newest models. So they're saying that this is helping them really meet the agentic era to be able to use this and plug it in so easily to Vertex and what they've already done.
It's amazing. And I'm sure yourself being on that side of things where you see, you know, the software and the hardware really converge, you see so many customer examples, you know, Salesforce being one. Are there any others that are top of mind?
Yes, WPP is one that's here with us. They have their robot Spot that they're powering, and they're able to you'll see how the robot moves, and you're able to coordinate all of that through Google Cloud and on their fractional GPUs, so it's incredible. Another use case I wanted to highlight is ImageX. They were able to plug G4 VMs into their Terraform scripts, and they got incredible savings. They reduced their model latency time, and they were able to have some great cost savings as well. Or 11 Labs with their agentic capabilities, they run on G4s, and they're able to get and redo their entire backbone.
Wow, that's incredible. I use 11 Labs, I think, every day, so I love that use case.
Exactly. I think it's so fun because these are the ways that you don't realize that you're actually interacting with Google Cloud and NVIDIA on the back end.
It must be so rewarding being part of, how this technology is being built, and then seeing on the other side of it as well how the customers are using it and benefiting from it.
100%. That's the best part, is working hand in hand with the customers. I was in the booth and, being able to talk to people from the different customers that you've worked with and see what their end use cases are. That's the most rewarding part. And what keeps me challenged in here is helping them solve their hardest challenges.
Absolutely. Well, here's something when I was thinking about this conversation today that I recently learned, which I think is a really big deal for those of you watching. This is something you really need to listen to, because Google Cloud has one of the broadest Blackwell portfolios in the cloud. So what are some use cases with this you are seeing?
Well, a lot of the foundational models are being trained on Google Cloud. So that's one, the largest systems are being able to help train that next generation of AI that we're seeing, whether then it's the ISVs being able to use the foundational models to power their stack. So it's really, the possibilities are endless, and it's hard to sometimes even trace through because other ISVs might be using a model that was trained under it, or maybe they're doing rendering on the G4s or robotic simulations. There's so many different things that it powers. It's incredible.
It has been a decade between the NVIDIA and Google Cloud partnership. Can you speak to the collaboration overall, with the AI stack and maybe even where it's headed?
I was actually just talking with one of our DeepMind from the robotics, and just talking about the collaboration that we've had on coming out with new libraries and how we're able to push the boundaries on robotics. That's, I think, the true demonstration of our partnership from that standpoint, is when you have DeepMind engineers working directly with NVIDIA's engineers to be able to help others be able to use it, whether it's creating new models that work or being able to have new libraries that are available. That's one of the most interesting use cases. But across DeepMind, they'll work with Intrinsic, one of our other bets, or Tapestry for energy grid optimization. I know that's an exciting topic. So that's where Google and NVIDIA are really working hard together to be able to solve some of these most challenging challenges that we have right now.
I'm so curious, you mentioned energy infrastructure, robotics, agentic AI. As someone who sees this technology evolving every single day, I just really want to know from your perspective, what are you most excited about for the year to come?
Personally, I think it's seeing what some of our customers are able to achieve. I know it would be great to have some things like simplified when cross trying to manage everything, but I think those breakthrough innovations is what I'm most excited about, because you don't know what's going to come out next week. It's crazy, just
so
how
true.
fast everything's moving. So it's just fun to have a front row seat and kind of watch everything.
Absolutely. I feel like I know if I was asked that question, I'd be like, oh, definitely, a robot in the home to do my laundry or something, and, something wild. But I really respect and admire your answer when you go, something simplified, simplify the processes, because at the end of the day, that is truly what we need.
Exactly. It's amazing every time I feel like you log in, there's some new capabilities that do make your life more simple. So it feels like that's almost expected at this point. So I think that's where the exciting thing is to look at. But what are you most excited about this year?
Oh, well, you gave such a great answer. I feel like, how am I going to, I just want a robot to do my laundry, Chelsie. That's all I want.
I would love that. To never have to do laundry again.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
But in the
Maybe
meantime,
Slack could work on that.
Right? Exactly. But in the meantime, I'll take just simplifying processes.
Exactly. To kind of navigating how to book. I even like to come here to book to travel and everything. The agentic experience, that would be amazing.
Absolutely. Chelsie, thank you so much for your time today. It was truly so exciting and inspiring hearing your perspective on not only what Google Cloud and NVIDIA is working on now, but looking ahead to what your customers are focusing on and what's coming next.
Exactly. Well, thanks for having me. It was great to do this.
Thank you. And thank you for all of you for tuning in. Make sure to go check out more GTC sessions. I'll see you in the next one.